Obviously an exciting week, going over to London, play some football. Got a really good team, got to prepare for in the Jets, and obviously a really, really good defense, really well coached, really good players. So we're excited about that opportunity.
Sam, when Justin made the catch along the sideline, he said after the game that was something that he practices, which seems like it might be hard to practice a catch like that. I guess, how do you guys practice things like that take timing, but you also know that he can extend the range on a catch like that?
Yeah, I mean, Jets, whether it's before practice, after practice, at walkthrough, he's always, playing catch. He's always, just doing everything he can to make himself better that way. And I'm sure he's doing the same thing in the off season. So he's, like you mentioned, he's always practicing those type of catches. How he's doing that, that might be a better question for him. But no, he's been making those catches ever since I've been playing with him, since obviously mandatory minicamp. So he's for him to be able to make that catch in a crucial moment like that in the game was obviously huge for us.
What's it like for you preparing not only for the Jets but also for a time change too?
Yeah, I think to prepare against like I mentioned earlier, just a really good defense. They fly around. They know their scheme inside and out, and they allow their guys to go out and play fast and play physical. And I feel like they disguise really well. And whether it's disguising pressures or disguising coverages, you can tell they're really well coached and really smart. And then just going over to London. Obviously guys really liked our plan. Their plan a couple of years ago in 2022 or last year, going over there and. I feel like we got a really, really good plan. Our training staff has put together a solid plan for us, traveling and making sure we got everything we need to feel ready to go by Sunday.
Hey, Sam, how do you approach this week and try to treat it like any other week when it's the team that drafted you on the other side?
Yeah, I mean, that's, I'm not really thinking about that, to be honest. A lot of new faces over there. Still know a few players over there, but I'm sure before the game, maybe after the game, seeing some of the people that I've built really good relationships with. That's always, the fun part about this league, being able to, see people that you've worked with in the past and just continue to build those relationships or keep those relationships. So that'll be good to see those guys. But other than that, pretty new defense since I've been there. So and a lot of new players.
Sam Kennedy was talking about your mechanics the other day, and I'm probably going to butcher this, but basically what he said is that you're doing a good job of having your body in position where you don't have to move a lot to go through your reads. Hopefully that's close to being accurate.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And so, what's that process, and how is that an advantage if you're able to get all that lined up?
Yeah, I think it's we always talk about it, tying the feet in with the eyes, but being able to do it subtly and be able to move in the pocket, but not move too much, be able to move enough to be able to get away from the defender, but again, not be sliding or moving too much or more than I have to, I guess. So just being subtle in the pocket, and just going throughout my reads.
If you're moving too much, is it just harder to be accurate? Is that the downside of it? Or?
I think if you the more drastic movements you have in the pocket, the more opportunities there are to run into, whether it's the back of your O-lineman or, defenders trying to rush you. So.
Sam, you've been 3-0 before. How is this 4-0 experience different for you, being here in Minnesota, doing it with this team?
I feel like we've been playing solid football. I think there is a lot of room to continue to grow and get better. Just with operation stuff, eliminating the pre-snap penalties will be huge for us, and continuing to detail up our offense. I feel like we just got to continue to work on those details, and if we can just fine-tune some things, we'll be all right. But it's obviously it's good to win football games, but we're just going to continue to take it one step at a time.
Another mechanics question. You said, I think a few weeks ago, that on your deep ball you stopped trying to watch it after you let go of it. Was that like when you were in college, or after you got to the NFL, or what time period were you working on?
Yeah, it's been the last few years. Just trying to, make sure I'm just keeping my, it sounds funny, but keeping my eyes on the target as long as possible, even through the follow-through.
So, when you watch back Justin's catch in the end zone, How did he do that? Like tending it to his body. Like,
Another great question for Jets there.
Like, what do you think
you know,
of something like that and
yeah,
ability?
like I said, I mean, he's been making those kind of plays since I've been with him, so it wasn't a surprise to us. But you know, he makes obviously a lot of great plays. But again, it's not just Jets. You know, for the guys to be able to step up, you know, from the receiver room to the tight end room to the running back room, I feel like everyone's been doing a great job of just stepping up and no matter what their role is, just being able to go out there and make plays and just continue to take it one play at a time. And I feel like if we can just continue to do that and have that mindset throughout games or throughout the game, we'll be good.
That throw in particular, do you make that throw if it's not Jets though? Because I mean, he's such a special player, and that throw was a great throw, but I mean, that was a window that was closing quickly.
I think anytime you get a one-on-one opportunity with a lot of guys in our offense, I'll feel very confident to be able to make that throw no matter who it is.
Sam, you talked about all the pass catchers, like getting TJ back. Just what's your excitement level? I know he's going to practice, I think. Yeah,
obviously just to be able to get TJ back he's obviously a playmaker and a game changer. So yeah, it'd be huge to be able to get him back, and I'm excited to work with him.
With Josh Oliver getting that touchdown, I mean, what has he meant to the offense, especially in TJ's absence, like blocking, receiving, doing all the little things?
Yeah, J.O.'s been awesome, man. Just the way that he's been able to step up, like I just mentioned, in his role, knowing exactly what his role is, and even if he has to, do something that he wasn't necessarily going into the game thinking he had to do, and be able to run a route that he necessarily hasn't practiced for a few months since training camp, or for a couple months since training camp. But no, it's J.O., and then there's been a ton of guys that have been able to step up like that this year, and we're just going to, like I keep mentioning, just continue to have that mindset.
I know you've gone up against many great quarterbacks over the years. Is it different at all with Rodgers, and do you have familiarity with him or any relationship with him?
Yeah, I've talked to Aaron a couple times. Great guy. He's someone that, I've admired from afar for a long time, just growing up watching him play. So just very excited about the opportunity. But again, I technically am going against Aaron Rodgers, but I'm going against the Jets defense. And, I'm very excited about that as well.
Is he good?
Knee feels great. Knee feels really good. Yeah.
Okay, so it's fine.
It's good.
Sam, that O'Connell and Kwesi have said several times here, I think this year, when they were looking at rookie quarterbacks and so forth, that more often than not, organizations fail young quarterbacks more than quarterbacks fail the organizations. Do you feel the Jets failed you in any way?
No, I think, I had a lot of opportunities in New York, and I always felt like I could have played better there.